Welcome everyone to the Sports GI Network. And today in this video, we're breaking down the fights that Dana White announced on his Instagram today. As I record this video Tuesday night, Dana White went on his Instagram live to announce fights, some big fights for some of the shows. Now these are big fights, but one of them one of them, excuse me, I am not a fan of, and a lot of people I see are not fans of for obvious reasons. And we'll get to that fight as we got a new main event for UFC Kansas City. We got a main event for UFC 316, co-main event confirmed for that card, and there's rumors of potential main event for a fight night in June. I think it's the week after 316 or 2 weeks after. I forget. Those are rumors, so I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about potentially Volkov Almeida to official. But let's start off with the USD Kansas City card, April 26th, as the new main event of that card is Ian Garry taking on Carlos Prates. Now, Carlos Prates was originally supposed to fight UFC 314 in Miami next weekend, but Jeff Neal got hurt and he had to pull out. So they couldn't find an opponent for Prates. So instead, they put him in the main event of UFC Kansas City. And Ian Garry decided to step up on short notice against Carlos Prates, as the original main event for Kansas City was supposed to be Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree, but it's been speculated Jamal Hill is the one that pulled out due to a leg injury. That's what I saw online. I didn't confirm. Haven't checked from anything from Jamal Hill to see if it was confirmed or not. I probably should have, but that's the innuendos that Jamal Hill got hurt and had to pull out. So that's what happened. So they got a new main event, which is the Carlos Prates and Ian Garry. Almost said Neil Magny by mistake. No, it's Ian Garry. Both guys beat Neil Magny, ironically enough, in their career. As Ian Garry, he took the fight in short notice, stepped up, fought a guy that on a win streak that I'm not. I mean, some guys would fight him, but I don't know. I don't think a lot of guys were signing up to fight Carlos Prates as he's been on a roll. Come out of the Fighting Nerds, one of the four guys of the Fighting Nerds who've been making a splash in the UFC, and that this is Carlos Prates' second main event. He main event against Neil Magny, so second time going 5 rounds or praying for 5 rounds as I burped there. See if you saw making weird noises or see me making weird faces or making weird noises because of that. I had like kind of something like a burp, whatever. Let me just drink water real quick and then we'll keep going. Anyway, this is why I keep saying that. This is Carlos Prates' second scheduled 5 round fight. Ian Garry's had at least about two as well, I believe, because his last fight was 5 rounds against Shavkat, and before that, what else? I feel like he had another one. Let's see, he fought Jeff Neal before Shavkat, right? I think so. No MVP. Then it was Jeff Neal. Before then it was Neal. No, this is Ian Garry's second 5 round fight he prepared for, and I think on short notice. He did take his last fight on somewhat short notice. It was only a couple weeks because originally Shavkat was supposed to fight Bilal Muhammad for the welterweight title, but Bilal pulled out and Ian Garry stepped up. And Ian Garry's stepping up again, which you gotta give him credit for stepping up, taking on dangerous fights, tough fights for him, and so give him credit there. I still don't like the guy because of his personality, his fight style, and how he handled the Neil Magny fights, and even when he's supposed to fight Luke, that situation, and his life and personal choices. Ian Garry's one of my least favorite fighters, still is. I am hoping Ian Garry loses, and I do think Ian Garry will lose, but I'm not 100% confident because I can see Ian Garry win this fight. To me, it's 55-45. I'm leaning towards Prates. I can see Ian Garry winning because Ian Garry, you can make an argument. No, I can say he has fought better competitions recent fights than Prates. Prates is coming up. Is more of a newcomer to the UFC than Ian Garry, but still Ian Garry's fought better guys and is beating them. Even it is not the most exciting way. Even just like he does enough to win. Kind of like Leon Edwards. I know he's different from Leon. I know some people are gonna look at me. I'm crazy for comparing him to Leon because everyone's shitting on Leon, rightfully so. Took y'all long enough, but still. And Ian Garry just does enough to win, basically, especially in these recent fights. And he's not exactly like throws much punches as he used to. And he's obviously training in Brazil with Oliveira and Damian Maia, guys like that. He's working his grappling, but still, it's not exactly like good enough to where he can really be a true submission threat. Now, even though he did almost have rear naked choke and shaft can round 5, but outside of that, like he's not exactly like a real submission threat, if you get what I mean. And the thing with Ian Garry that why I think he can win is because we haven't seen Prates fight someone who's gonna make the fight ugly and be able to like basically hold on to him and just lean on him and try to like do a lot of clinch work as Ian Gary's probably gonna try to make it bored by doing a lot of grappling clinch work. And we haven't seen anyone really done that to Carlos Prates, see him testing that department. Neil Manny tried, but he's not as like he's older and he doesn't exactly have like that youthful like he's not as good at he's not as good as or skilled as Ian Garry, obviously. So it didn't work, and Prates knocked out Magny, but Ian Garry is a much tougher challenge than Magny is at this stage of his career. Let's just be honest. And I could see Ian Garry making a boring fight, holding him against the fence, probably taking him down potentially, and just holding him there, maybe doing just winning and controlling it. There you go, controlling Carlos Prates and just beating him that way. Like I can totally see that and making it boring. Me fucking hating Garry, all of us hating him, etc. I could totally see that. But the thing is, Ian Gary's taking on short notice. Where Carlos Prates was supposed to fight next weekend. Now he's already in train camp, so he has more time to train. Now you may say we may overtrain. That's a possibility, but I don't think so. I think maybe the fact that he's trained so much, he's probably gonna take it a little slower. And like when I mean a little slower, I mean like maybe like still train hard, but not go as hard because obviously he still has he's trained a lot. And he's got a fight coming up as well. He doesn't want to get injured there, but still train just enough. And he trains at a good gym and Fighting Nerds. And with Prates is one thing about well, shoot, I forgot what I was going to bring about Prates. Prates is probably gonna have a reach advantage. I was gonna say Ian Garry for his size has very short arms. Nas, he's like I think he's like 72 inches or 73 for a guy 6'3". That's very short. I think Prates is gonna have. Actually, let me check and make sure Prates does have a reach advantage. Give me one moment. Let me just check. Okay, I checked and my bad. Ian Garry is 74-inch reach. I don't know why I said 71, 72. Ugh, I was selling way short. My bad there, but I just had to pause it check because if I try to like do it while recording, my laptop screws up and it messes up the StreamYards. I don't know why hang on, my camera was screwed up. Let me just fix it real quick. Turn it this way. And... Nope. Oh gosh. There we go. There we go. All right. Anyway, yeah. Carlos Prates is a 78 inches in reach. Ian Garry 74. I think that could play a big factor in this fight, especially if Prates, who's a striker mostly. Especially if Ian Garry tries to come close, and if he can like time Ian Garry coming in and trying either those strikes or even grapple, he can really like catch Ian Garry and hurt him badly. If I think Prates having more time to train and and also like having power in his hands could potentially cause Ian Garry to maybe be more hesitant, not be successful, gain control of Prates. Like I said, that's my reasoning for Prates winning because the reach advantage, the power behind it. Also, he has more time prepared than Ian Garry has. He's expected, so he might be the more fresher fighter. But it's like I said, it's 55-45. I'm leaning towards Prates. I totally see Ian Garry controlling him and winning by control because we haven't seen someone really like we haven't seen Prates as like grappling defense and ability to get up and deal with stuff like that. So interesting to see how he does at the department. But like I said, I'm going Prates. I think Prates probably wins by decision or like a late round or like a late rounds like finish potentially. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about that. We'll transition from that fight to UFC 316, Sean O'Malley versus Merab Davishvili 2. Why? Nobody wanted to see this fucking fight. Nobody. I mean, if you watch Dana White's when he was announcing the fight, he was saying Merab Davishvili, bantamweight champion, 12-5 win streak. Yeah, 12-5 win streak. He was going to his accolades, like all this and that, and he said, "Sean O'Malley, he's back." That's like what he'd say. Like he was like hyping up Merab and his stuff, and O'Malley he just said, "Oh, he's back," because we're gonna say, "Oh, knockout artist." Yeah, we just his last fight he got fucking dominated by Merab Dvalishvili. And some people thought that Merab lost, and that the argument for Shaw was just insane. Because if you watch that fight, Merab clearly won. Clearly won. Maybe he lost 2 rounds, rounds 3 and 5. He lost the 5th round clearly, Merab. And you can make it you can give it to Sean O'Malley, which I think I did when I rewatched the 3rd round. But Merab clearly wins 1, 2, and 4. Even if you judge the entire fight by his entirety, which I think all MMA fights should be judged, Merab wins the fight clearly. And nobody wanted to see this. The UFC fans did not want to see O'Malley get a rematch. Only people who did were O'Malley's teammates, his friends, family, and maybe the most hardcore O'Malley fans. Other than that, we all wanted to see Merab take on Alexandre Pantoja, the 125 champion. Wanted to see him go up and weigh and take on Merab. 2 guys who are pound for pound on long win streaks, 2 of the best fighters currently. A super fight between 2 top tier fighters fight each other. That would be massive. I would be excited because it would be like might be a much more competitive fight that Pantoja has to me would have had a much better chance of beating Merab than freaking O'Malley does. And then you could have done O'Malley and Pierre Yan rematch, or O'Malley and Sandhagen, or O'Malley and Umar. These were the fights we all wanted to see. Would have been so much better. Especially O'Malley could have been one of those guys, then you could have done O'Malley and Merab, and then we've been more excited for an O'Malley and Merab rematch than what they're doing here. And sorry, this camera. I forgot I hit the cord and it moved the camera, so gotta be careful with like when I hit on the table. But anyway, yeah, like we all wanted to see Merab, O'Malley against those 3 guys, especially Sandhagen. That's the fight all wanted to see. Or a rematch with Yan, so Yan get his redemption arc and probably get that one back because he got robbed in the first fight. Or O'Malley and freaking Umar. Or O'Malley Aldo even was a much better matchup. I don't know why they put Aldo against Zabi. We should have got Aldo O'Malley. Considering you can make a real argument. Aldo won his last fight against Mario Bautista, and based off damage, and then Bautista should not be given that decision for the way he fucking fought like a coward in that fucking terrible, pathetic excuse of fighting performance that was. And Merab did a similar thing to basically the same thing to Aldo, and that was terrible and pathetic on his part, totally. But still, it still like Aldo. To me, the difference is Aldo won the Bautista fight, unlike the Raw fight, but still terrible. Both guys did against Aldo. Anyway, Aldo O'Malley would have been much better than freaking a rematch, where O'Malley's basically going to deal with the same problems. Not Umar. Merab's takedowns, his cardio, his pressure, nonstop in your face pressure and cardio, his ability to take you down and take you down over and over. You get up, he'll just take you down. You get up, he'll just take you down. Get up, take you down. He just keep doing that. That's all he's done. Malik doesn't have any answers for that. We saw that even his counter striking is not the same. Merab did a good job not leaving himself open to get countered like Aljamain Sterling, his teammate, best friend, did when he lost the title to O'Malley back in 2023. He's gonna make sure he doesn't leave himself open getting countered by O'Malley. He's gonna take him down, beat him up, and dominate him to the decision. That's what's gonna happen. And then O'Malley's gonna be fucked because he's lost back-to-back title fights to the same guy. So, and you better hope that someone beats Merab. And let's be honest, if I don't know who beat whoever beats Merab, it'd probably be. I'm trying to think who could beat Merab in the bantamweight division at the moment. Maybe not even Yan or maybe Yan a rematch. I doubt it because Yan said he was hurt going to that fight. And I know since they will excuses, fair enough, but Yan didn't fight for an entire year after that, so you might have a point, but still. Not even Yan. If Umar couldn't do it, I don't know if anyone else can beat Merab at the moment. I don't expect O'Malley to, and if O'Malley loses twice to Merab, he's gonna have to really win a bunch of fights to get another crack at Merab for another crack at the championship. unless he decides to go up in weight, which he might do if he loses. I don't know, but I just don't see Merab losing this fight. I think Merab's gonna beat O'Malley pretty convincingly, dominate him. Same thing that he did in the first fight. Take him down, pressure him, just annoy him, annoy O'Malley. Take him down at will, beat him up with ground and pound, which he did through some. Not like a shit ton like Habib does, what Habib did back in the day, but still, he do a decent amount of ground and pound in their fight. And Merab does have decent striking, so he might throw some after like the third, maybe like around third, fourth, fifth round when O'Malley's starting to slow down. He might throw more strikes, especially since he doesn't worry about O'Malley being fresh and catching him. He probably do that just to display his mixed martial arts skills, but I just don't see Merab losing this fight. I'll be shocked. He's gonna win this fight easily. Not gonna be a tough fight for him. Let's be honest. As I transition from that fight to co-main event, which is Kayla Harrison and Julia Pena. I mean, not a lot of hype going into it. I mean, Julia Pena will talk her shit, and Kayla probably responds. So maybe some hype, but it's not like a lot of hype going into this fight. Let's just be real. And Harrison's gonna dominate her, take her down, beat her up, and probably submit her. Strong, good grappling background. Too strong for these women. I just don't. Julia Pena arguably didn't win her last fight. Julia Pena just not that good. She's has some skills, but let's be real. Kayla Harrison is a much better grappler and stronger than her. Pena's striking is bad. Like I just don't see. I mean, if his fight's standing up, maybe Julia Pena awful striking can win, which I hope not, because that's the case. That makes Kayla look really bad with her fucking striking. But I just think Pena's gonna get beat up and submitted by Harrison or ground and pound first or second round. Or second or third round probably. That's what's gonna happen. That's my prediction there. And then also speaking of Mario Bautista and Chito Vera was moved from the Des Moines, Iowa card in early May to this card. So you got Chito Vera and Mario Bautista. And like I said, I hope Chito Vera wins. I want him to win. That was disgraceful. Mario Bautista did Jose Aldo, especially when he had that tattoo says "Death before dishonor." And in the like press conference leading up to that fight, he even said "Death before dishonor." He talked about how he wanted to do battle, and then he fought like that. Basically, the press conference he talked about like wanting to do battle. Son to that kid. I forget exactly what he said, but son to that kid, like I said, and any fights like that, terrible. I hope Chito Vera knocks him out. Do I think he's gonna do it? Unfortunately, I think Mario Batista is gonna fucking frustrate again. Take Chito down and hold him, or if he doesn't take Chito down, he's gonna fucking hold him to the fence and just knee die him. Just do enough to win. Because Chito Vera's take on the fence is not exactly super duper elite. Because Corey Sagan took him down, held him down at will, and he's a striker. I understand Corey Sagan was working on his grappling. During that time, he was working on it and displaying it more often. But still, Corey Sagan at will took him down, held him down, and Corey injured his arm during there. So it's like, fuck. I think Batista might be able to do the same. Even if he can't take Chito down, he's just going to home against the fence and he die him. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm leaning 60-40 towards that. Hopefully, Chito Vera in his time wall has been working on his, grappling defense, grappling and getting up, etc. And starting fast too. Hopefully, because it's going to be 3 rounds. That's what I'm hopeful. I want Chito Vera to win. Chito Vera is one of my favorite fighters. In the roster currently, but I just can't see him like freaking doing anything. So I can't. I just can't. I just can't. I just I can't. Let me phrase that. I just don't see I just see more likely a boring fight, boring decision from Mario freaking Bautista, and boringness and make his hand more fucking terrible, man. I'm really down Bautista. Terrible. Oh yeah, and also there's talks of Gelatin Almeida taking on Alexander Volkov for later on in June. I thought UFC said they're gonna make right with Volkov, do him right, and give him something good. And this is what you give him, Almeida, who's ranked 6. I hope they give him this win money for that fight against Volkov. I really do, because if they didn't, that's bullshit in the UFC part. Because he got robbed against Zeragon. Volkov should have gone. Wait, no. Well, they were scheduling Blades to fight that fucking Russian guy, but there's no point. Why is Blades fighting him anyway? Just say, you know what, Blades, we're gonna give you Volkov a rematch with highly ranked Volkov. Volkov, you have a chance to avenge your loss. Whereas Blades, you have a chance to put yourself in position to get another title fight potentially if you finish Volkov. That's what they should have done. those two fight each other. Don't put Blades against this. I forget the dude's name. The guy he's making UFC debut wasn't proving anything. He's not. He's not like he's highly like talented prospect or anything, or a guy like buzz in PFL, if I recall. Like no, it should be. Don't get Blades that fight. I know Blades got sick and that fight didn't happen. It was supposed to happen back in UFC 313, but he got sick and pulled out like the day before. Just do Blades and Volkov. That's what it should be. Do the rematch. Both are top 5. They both should be fighting each other. Curtis Blades' last fight was a loss to Tom fucking Aspinall, the number 1 heavyweight in the world. Yes, I said what I said. Come on, anyone with brain knows Tom Aspinall's number 1. It ain't John Jones. And John Jones ain't the real champ. Aspinall's the real champ. That's it. That's his last loss. Both guys lost to freaking Aspinall. Have those guys fight each other. The winner gets a championship fight. That's what it should be, UFC. Don't make this complicated. Get Jonathan Almeida like zero gone. That's what it should be. Gone Almeida, Blades and Volkov. That's a perfect that. And as you try to get John Duck Jones, stop ducking Tom Aspinall and fight him. And John Jones, I need 6 months to freaking train for Aspinall. Fuck out of here. What the fuck you doing? 6 months to train for a fight? What the fuck you doing? Fucking coward. That's what it tells me. You are scared to fight Tom Aspinall. Shit like that lets me know he's afraid to fight Tom Aspinall. So, sorry, I don't mean to get on a tangent there, but that situation just annoys me. I'm just first time talking about it on camera. So, fuck John Jones. John Duck Jones. Stop ducking Aspinall. Blades Volkov should be the fight, not Volkov and Almeida. Almeida and Gon should be the fight to make. That's a good test because Gon's never fought a guy like Almeida, who's a grappler first guy, and Almeida hasn't fought a guy who's very technical striker like Gon. So it's a tricky matchup. That's what should happen. Harrison's gonna beat up Pena to win the belt. O'Malley's gonna dominate. Merab's gonna dominate O'Malley. I can't even talk today. Merab's gonna dominate O'Malley and beat him like he did the first time, easy. And then unfortunately, we're more likely to get a fucking boring decision by Mario Bautista. He's probably gonna hold Chito Vera against defense. Now, I understand Chito, all it takes is one shot to hurt you. It could be he's got knockouts and hurt people with his knees, his punches, and his feet. You know, he's front kicking guys, head kicking guys, throwing knees, or dropping guys' hands. Like any Chito Vera hits you right with one of those things hard, good enough, you'll be dropped. So that's possible, but I just see Bautista win. Unfortunately, who knows? Maybe if I watch tape of both guys, I might be swayed differently, but I doubt it. And then of course, I got Prates beating Garry. It's close though. I could totally see Garry controlling him, winning by decision by controlling him, grappling him, and a somewhat boring fight too. I could totally see that with him because the recent fight's been boring. Made me hate Ian Garry freaking more because fuck Ian Garry. He's fucking bastard. I can't stand him. Anyway, that's my video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, I got more angry than usual, but these are fights I don't like. Who knows? I might do a video of fighters I do not like. I might do that. I'm not saying I'm going to, but it's a concept I've been thinking about. Maybe if I think about it, let me think about it. I might do it soon. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, listening. If you guys know what you think in the comment section, don't forget a thumbs up. Who thinks I win the main event of Kansas City 316, the women's title fight between Harrison and Pena, Bautista and Chito, and do you want to see Almeida and Volkov, or do you want to see Volkov Blades and Gon and Almeida? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I appreciate you guys. Have a good day, good night, peace, and I'll see you next time. God bless, and we'll go from here.